we're going to cover is the Gotti Boys. Now, these were very serious crew, somewhat modern up into the 90s, if you will. Whether it be Jeannie, Sammy, Angelo, he was, his mentor was Fatico. Walk us through this book. So I think this is something that you mentioned the Gotti name, people jump on. And again, tell us a little bit about the book and maybe some of the lesser known things about the Gotti Boys.
Well, Gotti Boys, I immediately saw that, look, there are plenty of books about Gotti in that whole era. I wanted to come up with something different. So I looked upon that drug conspiracy with Sal and Angelo Ruggiero and Tony Corniglia as really a kind of a key point where things sort of spun out of control and caused other events to happen that propelled us along the way where Gotti ultimately took over as boss. And I saw that as a theme to develop. Now, after Gotti took over, the event, he didn't last very long. Gotti was, 5-6 years?
At best.
If that, really. And he didn't really give us much of a story that you already didn't know. So, I had to deal with Gotti's quick demise and then, make a statement. But I think the point was that events have a way of suddenly becoming very random and lead to other things that propel history.
Correct.
I look upon history as sometimes a series of sometimes accidents where people react and they propel other events into the future. So that's what I tried to do in this book, because I saw the accidental death of Sal Ruggiero in the airplane crash as a key moment in this whole progression of the Gotti era. It's really started things in a way that propelled events later on.
Well, I was funny because you read my mind where if Sal Ruggiero's plane doesn't crash, he's still a big dope distributor. Does Angelo Jeannie get less involved? Maybe they just kick up to him. Like how much of a material change did his dying have kind of a domino effect on that organization?
Well, because suddenly, as it turned out, the FBI was watching Angelo at his house. And they had bugs up and they had surveillance teams out. And suddenly they're picking up that, hey, Sal's dead. And everybody's running out to his house in Jersey to try to find papers and drugs and whatever. It kind of set things in motion that the FBI didn't expect to see. And suddenly they're picking up intelligence and wiretaps that indicate what we have here with this crime family. And they're making a drug case. The drug case was made very successfully, and the drug case led to other investigations. Which ensnared Angelo, Gene Gotti, Corniglia, John Gotti, ultimately. So it was really, I think, it was important. I think if Sal lived, they still would have had a drug case. And I think, how events would have turned out. Well, I think they would have gotten indicted.
Now, Sal was on the run when he passed?
Say again?
Sal was on the run when he passed?
Sal was basically on the lam. He was living openly under a different name with his wife and kids in New Jersey.